We good?
Yeah, what's up, guys? Zane here, my boy Devon. What you do today?
We went undefeated with ninjas at locals today.
Yeah, go ahead.
3v3 event. I went undefeated on my team. We tied the last match.
So undefeated as a team too? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you want to get right into it, or you have any shout outs or anything?
We'll shout out the main man behind the camera.
Hell yeah.
And my team. If Lyle wants to take a...
I'll be in the next video, don't worry.
Fair enough. Yeah, we can just get into it.
All right, bet, let's go.
So, top one card in the deck. The top three is our Hanzo's.
Card's crazy.
Main card of the deck, searcher for everything, main combo starter.
Did he go up a lot, the high rarity ones, when this deck came out?
So I got these secrets for like $1 a piece.
What are they worth now? Holy shit, that sounds cheap.
They spiked to like 24 a day, yeah. But they're back down to like 7-ish.
That's so crazy for dollars.
Yeah. Like, I'm not mad about it. I got an extra set. Next three, we got Mitsu. She goes back and forth. Extender for the deck, so she's really good. And then she has a situational monster negate. Sometimes it comes up, sometimes it doesn't. Main thing is just a free extender. She's an insect, so she's good for your fusions.
Yes, that one's the one that flips other ones face up too, right?
Yeah, so
they can proc the big guy or something?
Whenever the opponent activates a monster effect, she can target another set monster they control, or you control.
Yeah.
Flip it, flip her, and then if this one's a ninja, you get to negate the monster effect.
Oh, cool. So it's a negate, and then if you're flipping something, you get value typically,
so
too.
Unfortunately, not Hanzo, because Hanzo only triggers on
normal or special?
Flip summon.
Oh, because he's old.
But all of the new ones have effects when they're flipped.
Crazy.
The next three, we got the super rare. I'm so happy I got them. Tabari.
Got some of them. Oh, wait, the other one is super
all three.
They look common.
Crazy card from hand extender. One of my favorite plays in the deck is...
I forget exactly what it does. You discard it to summon one from your hand or grave?
Discard to summon one from hand, face up or face down.
Oh, just from hand it specials though?
Yep, just from hand. But it comes up with Hanzo. Discard this, summon this, search another guy.
Yeah.
Because on normal he searches one of the spell traps.
I played this deck the other day on Dueling Book against it, and I was kind of trying to learn what they do, so it's nice getting to see them again.
Oh, that's crazy. Can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. The turn he's special summoned or flipped up. So a lot of times you can just summon this off of one of the traps and it's a mini wall.
Yeah, to keep you alive for a turn?
Yep.
This seems like a deck that just generates advantage over time.
It does, especially some of the other cards later on. And then quick effect fusion summon during opponent's turn.
Oh yeah, that one's crazy.
Crazy card. And then being level 1, it also just maps with some of your other cards. The next two, we'll go over the one-ofs. We got one Kagero, one green, one Baku. Some people play multiples of these. I don't think you really need them.
It looked like this dude was playing a guitar, but he's actually holding a cannon.
It's actually a chick.
Oh, dude, she just swole as fuck.
Yeah, Muscle
Holy
Mommy
shit.
Kagero.
I just misgendered the card. I think that's against Konami policy now.
Now it is, yeah.
Yeah, don't ban me, guys. I didn't mean it.
So, kind of extender. She sets a ninja from hand or grave on summon. Or if she's flipped up, so she's a good one to just grab an end phase and then flip her. And then in grave, she provides some amount of targeting protection to your monsters.
Yeah.
So a lot of matchups, she just comes in clutch.
You said flipper? I barely know her.
Green, some people play 2. I've cut back to 1. It mostly comes up with the fusion plays with Tabari, because when green is sent to grave, it books or changes to attack position any monster on field.
Broken.
So a lot of times with Tabari and one of the traps later on, you just grab these two, quick fusion summon out a guy, and then you get the green effect to book a thing as an interruption, and then you also get your fusion effect.
That's insane.
So, crazy value. Baku's one of the main grind pieces.
That sounds like an anime name.
Yeah, Baki. It's also, you gotta get close up on the dog.
Aww.
It is not a person in that card.
It's cute.
On special or flip, it adds back any ninja or ninjutsu art from grave.
Yeah, this card's crazy, because ain't that the field spell adds from grave to hand, right?
Yep.
And that procs the special and then it floats?
Yep.
Nuts.
Well, not for this, because the field spell, I do have one of those, but I'm not playing it right now. It stops you from using the effects of the card you add.
Oh, never mind then.
You're all welcome for extra packs.
So Baku with one of the other cards, it just sets up a loop. It's great to grab this later on, and you just get to loop more of your cards.
Is this our prizing that just got dropped off? Can you make sure mine's good, Klein?
The main big boy of the deck, Geo.
This card's
crazy
crazy.
card.
This is the
is
one
the
that
best card
books
in the deck.
permanently, right?
Yep.
This card's insane.
On summon or flip, target any 2 cards on field and book them, and then any opponent's monsters booked by it cannot change their battle positions.
Yeah, this card's nuts.
So a lot of times I can even do this.
But if he goes face down, does it like reset the ones that he booked or no? As long as he
It's part of
stays.
the activated effect.
Cool.
But a lot of times, whenever I grab Geo out and I have like a Kagero on field, I can just book one of their monsters and then also book my own.
Yeah,
So
and then-
next turn I get to flip it up.
And proc value. That's
And
nice.
when any monster on field is flipped face up, he triggers to pop any card they control.
Broken.
So you just
Yeah, that card's soft.
the nuke, summon it off of your cards, book. It's really good against Sprite, Tyeryar, a lot of the big decks.
How much is it?
I think now we're getting into the spells.
All right.
We have 3. Ninjutsu Art Notebook of
Yep.
Mystery.
This card I think is crazy too, ain't
Crazy,
it?
crazy card.
This you get a ninjutsu, you get a spell and a monster from grave or deck, one of each, right?
Yes. Crazy card. This is my favorite top deck. I get a monster and a spell or trap.
Yeah, this
I can
card's
pull from deck or
absolutely
grave.
mad.
It has a secondary effect, which I've never gotten it to go off. But if it's sent to grave while set, it does get to book a monster.
That's kind of cool. Is that only by opponent's card though, or can you send it? Double
Just
cyclone
set
head
card on
ass.
field.
Cool.
But the problem is it has to be set. So if they lightning storm or something, you can't flip this to get cards.
Oh yeah.
It has to be sent while set.
That makes sense.
But-
Why you wouldn't often resolve it then?
Crazy value card. It helps the deck grind so much, and with Baku adding back a card from grave, adding back this to just grab 2 more cards, it's a crazy loop.
Just too much for my own Baron.
The other best card in the deck, Ninjutsu
I
Art
think
Tool
I remember this
Iron
card.
Digger. Equipped to any monster on field, it becomes a ninja. It has a trillion different interactions in the deck just off of that alone.
Oh, don't you? Isn't there something that lets you fuse using their guy if their guy's a ninja? Or am I crazy?
One of the traps gets to tribute any ninja on field for the effect.
Oh yeah.
So equipping this to their guy lets you do that. It also, if I equip one of my own guys, the ninjas are contact fusions. So I get to use anything to make a ninja.
Yeah, if I like nib you can make the nib token a ninja.
And it has another interaction with one of the fusions that I'll get into later. But it's removal, banish a ninja from grave to pop any card on field. And then if this is sent to grave from field, I get to add back or special summon face down any banished ninja.
That card's nuts.
This creates the loop with Baku.
Oh.
I just banish Baku, pop a thing, this goes to grave, add the Baku back to hand. It gets added to hand, so I get to summon it.
And then
summon
add
it,
that
gets
back.
add back this, or anything else.
Yeah, and you go infinite plus ultra.
Oh yeah. 62. The traps of the deck. We have 3 dancing leaves. One of the best new ones. Target any ninja or set monster on field. So this pairs really well with Book of Moon, Geo, Green Ninja. Any set monster on field or ninja, tribute it and summon any ninja from deck.
That's the one you were talking about combo to the quick spell too. That card's crazy.
And then it has 2 effects, but you can only use 1 a turn. The other effect is I can bounce any continuous ninjutsu art to hand. So normally how that works is I play it, use their guy, and then on my turn bounce it back to hand, and then set it back.
That's cool. What's the point of bouncing? Oh, because it has an on activation effect. Yeah.
All of the ninjutsu art traps, including this one, are on activation.
That makes sense.
So if this stays on field, I don't get to
Keep
continuously
looping it, yeah.
tribute a guy.
Cool.
Soul charge from deck.
This looks like a Naruto card, kind of,
It
just
really
like the way
does.
they are.
Tribute any ninja on my field. It can't tribute opponent's monsters, unfortunately. Summon any number of ninjas from deck whose levels add up to or are lower than the tributed monster.
So you can tribute like the big guy and get everything, or
So
you
I
can
get
tribute
to
a small guy.
I get to tribute Geo, which is level 8, and bring out a Tabari for a fuse, the green for the extra interrupt, Mitsu for a negate, and then that's 5. I can grab out Baku to add back a card. Crazy value. A lot of times it's even just grabbing green and Tabari off of it, also like tributing a Hanzo. The double fusion play, book a card, is really good. But I think that's the last of the ninjutsu arts. The rest of this is just generic cards.
Just like going second and stuff?
Yeah, going second, staples.
Rhoda's my going second
Rhoda
card.
adds Hanzo, really good. Called by, stops Ash on Hanzo or Dancing Leaves, really good. Instant Fusion, the one fusion.
Oh, the dude's level 5, ain't he?
Level 5. So it's an extender, and we'll get into this guy later, but it can also get another effect going second. So, just good in general. I played 2 talents today. I'm playing a 42 card list.
That was 41 and 42.
Yeah, so I originally had in a duplicate copy of Kagero and the Hidden Village in.
But you don't play Hidden at all now?
I don't play it at all. It's very good for grind, but I decided today I just wanted a little extra push power.
I ain't gonna grind, I'll just kill these motherfuckers.
Yeah, I think it came up. Honestly, I don't think I drew 2 cards off of it the entire day.
You taking monsters or looking at hands?
Looked at a hand once, took monsters. It's still just a good card.
Yeah, Cargo's crazy. And I feel like it was seeing a lot of play, and then it fell out of favor a little bit. So now, like, when it's out of favor, it honestly seems more in favor because people aren't playing around and respecting it as much.
But especially against Kashtira, you can very easily...
Oh, a Rise Heart procs always, yeah.
A Rise Heart is mandatory, so even if you imperm it, the imperm... If they have Shifter, like my opponent did, the imperm gets banished, and then it triggers, a Rise Heart triggers even though it's negated to attach.
Sick. Yeah.
But it's negated.
But you still get to take or draw.
Still turns on talents.
Yeah, that's nice.
I won't say it was my favorite, but I think it worked out. I think it worked better than the other 2 did, at least. And then the other staples should have 3 Prosperity. It's a good card.
Yeah,
it's
consistency, go first, go second, does whatever you need to do. You not care that much about your extra deck, though?
I can pretty safely banish 6, but I lose some of my bigger hitters like Access Code. And
there's like utility cards that are going?
Yeah. So I have 3 of each Ninja Fusion, 2 of the Link. Everything else is pretty much whatever. Whatever I feel like. So I can do 6. Most of the time I just did 3. I only really did 6 if I just had nothing.
Yeah, if you're bricked or something. Yeah. I hate when I'm bricked up in a match.
One of the best cards.
Oh, this is like dual utility in your deck because your guys want to be flipped.
Yep. I can use it to protect my guys against Imperm. I can book opponent's cards like a Fenrir they just summoned. That's not a Kashtira, so they can't Rise Heart or anything.
Yeah, I played Eclipse in my deck today, and like functions pretty similar, and it was nuts for me. So I can't imagine if like my stuff also had flip effects.
Combos insanely well with this because I can book their guy, let them try to extend through it, and then tribute the set monster to get a ninja from deck, and then I can summon Geo and book 2 more guys.
Nuts! Holy shit! Do you play Eclipse too? I guess I'm about to find out.
I don't actually.
Would you consider that card? That card seems nuts in your deck because then you like book their board, but also can book yours. It does like the dual utility that card has. You just get to do both.
Yes and no. For one, it'll book my fusions.
Oh yeah.
The fusion is one of the main end board pieces, so it's awkward if you have to book him first.
Yeah, that makes sense. So if you're using it defensively, sometimes it could be bad still.
It can also be weird just if I can't get to clear those cards and they get flipped back up in end phase.
You don't want to give them the draw.
It also non-bows with Geo because the monsters booked off of its effect cannot be flipped or change their battle position, but that doesn't stop effects. So even if I set 2 guys and then book of Eclipse a 3rd, all 3 go up.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So it actually has like, I thought it would have more synergy, but there are instances where it has a lot less.
It can be good. It's iffy. I think a lot of Kashtira players are also switching over to a more control build where they just end on a Rise Heart plus a couple sets.
That's how I play the deck.
So Eclipse isn't as necessary. Like Book of Moon does the same, but also doesn't lose to Ash or flip my own guys.
Yeah.
And then standard 3 Ash, card's crazy. 3 Imperm, card's still crazy. And then I switched Nibiru out for Evenly in the main.
That's fair. I feel like Nib is kind of dog shit right now, not gonna
Especially
lie.
with them switching over to a more control build.
Yeah, and it doesn't do much against Branded. It's dead against Labyrinth, but this card is like really strong
Evenly
against
hits
them all.
everything.
Yeah. Even if like you're playing cash and they keep the Arise Heart off of it, it's still just nice to get rid of Birth and stuff. Yeah, and a lot of the times they're setting like a Lance or a Book of Eclipse and being able to clean up all those for one card.
This card in main was crazy good. I would not play Nib again.
I wanted to play Evenly today, but I couldn't find any. That card goes hard though.
I would recommend it. Extra deck now.
Hell yeah.
We have 2 Saizo, Link 2 Ninja. He grabs the ninjutsu arts from deck, and he also has targeting protection and attack protection whenever he's linked. So it comes up sometimes. The main utility is just he's another way outside of Hanzo to search the spell and traps.
Yeah.
Outside of Hanzo and Saizo, there is nothing that searches.
But he's in the extra deck, so it don't matter. You always can do it.
Yeah. He does require, because it's a link summon, it does require 2 face-up ninjas.
Aw.
But it can be 2 ninjas of the same type.
Cool.
So that makes it a little bit different from the fusions, because the fusions are both contact fusions, by attributing the materials, which are 2 ninjas of different types. So sometimes you get in a situation where you have 2 Hanzos or a Hanzo Kagero, and you can't make any of these. Still being able to make this for an interrupt is good. But we have Yaguro Maru, level 5, so it's the instant fusion target, on summon or flip.
Oh, the other one's level 6 there, right?
Other one's level 6. Crazy good interruption, on summon or flip, banish any ninja or ninjutsu art from hand, field, or grave, target any card on field and banish it.
Oh, that's nice.
So just strong interruption. And
Targets but doesn't destroy, so we take those.
Yep. And then with Tabari, the quick fusion, I send Green Ninja and Tabari, so I get to go this, Chainlink 1, banish to target a thing, Green Chainlink 2 to book another guy.
Oh, sick.
To chain block it as well is crazy.
It seems like at least when you go first would have a good cash matchup.
It's
Just flip all their stuff, laugh at them, banish their birth, tell them to get good.
And then the other best card in the deck, Meizen, summons the same way as Yaguro Maru, has...
When I activate a monster effect, special's a dude, right?
When opponent activates any card or effect, I can chain this to summon any ninja from deck, face up, or face down.
Yeah, that card goes hard.
And it technically has 3 effects. It can't be attacked while I have a set monster.
Nice.
But the other good effect is a continuous effect. All ninjas I control can attack directly.
Oh, that's dirty too. Don't go to time against this deck.
It's also really good against Towers decks. I don't need to beat around or beat over it. I just need to beat around it.
Yeah.
And also just in time.
All ninjas can attack direct?
All ninja monsters can attack directly.
Broken.
Which will pair obscenely well.
I like pairs. That's a good fruit.
With the equip spell. I'll skip ahead 1 step. So I play access code.
Oh, so you can make him a ninja.
I can make this into a ninja.
You're dirty. Holy shit.
It gains 500 because Digger does that. And then it can attack directly.
That's insane. 5,800 to the face, plus that is game, right?
5825 is 83.
Yeah, we take those. Holy.
Access code. Some people play Boral Sword. I like this just because it hits back row. It still loses to Imperm. Boral Sword doesn't hit as hard to it, but you take some, you lose some. This can also be made with 2 Link 2s. So Saizo and Cross Sheep can make access code, but Saizo Cross Sheep cannot make Boral Sword.
Yeah, that's
Boral
true.
Sword requires the extra monster, which kind of sucks.
Boral Sword loses to Neoforce. That's how bad that card is. That's how bad that card is. How bad that card.
Cross Sheep's cool. I summon ninjas very easily. This can summon Hanzo from Grave, which triggers effective search a ninja. It comes up. It's kind of a weird extender in some hands. It's good to play. Can't say it's 100% necessary, but extra deck isn't super tight, so you might as well.
Do you banish our prosperity, I bet?
It's usually one of my last ones. But the other 2 links I play, Sprite Sprind and Nightmare Unicorn. Unicorn is just another good removal piece, and
Gives you 53 attack.
going into access code.
Yeah. What's the sprint dump? Green?
Sprind is for an unfortunate side deck card.
Oh, geez, yeah. Hey, but you can make it easy. That's kind of sick,
I can
actually.
make it easy because any ninja plus Mitsu, the level 2, does it.
Yeah.
Or, however else.
And if you put any 3 bodies, you can go cross sheep. And
Cross
then,
sheep into
yeah.
Yep. You have to play it.
Need some way to win in time, and it's nice that you don't have to draw it.
You can technically play Gigantic Sprite Gigantic Sprite does have some scenarios where it's cool because you can use it with Cross Sheep and a 2.
Yeah.
But
that takes less, it seems like.
This takes less.
And doesn't lock you.
And I don't need... yeah, that too. Yeah, 2 monsters, easier to make. I made that decision yesterday. I think it's for the best.
I'd probably keep it that way too, but take that with a grain of salt. I haven't tested it.
The next two,
go crazy.
Baguska, never summoned it, but it's relevant. Zeus, summoned it once after I talents took an Arise Heart.
That's dirty. Wipe their whole board, tell them to get good.
It's nice to have a Zeus option. I've never had it come up. I don't think it's completely necessary, but playing a Zeus for an Arise Heart off of talents is good anyway.
Also, a lot of times if you're playing Zeus, when you're against Tyeryar, they're going to hit your Zeus.
Exactly.
So it's like, cool, you left
It's
all my
a
good
bait.
cards, bud.
Yep. And then the last card, Ultimate Great Insect.
I saw this in a list I was looking at online, but I don't understand why you play it. What's the point?
So, I'm not going to say it is the best card. It did not come up today, but it definitely has scenarios where it can be very impactful. The main thing is, it is a contact fusion by attributing an insect monster with 2,000 or more defense, equipped with an equip card.
Oh, so you can distribute that for that?
Sure can.
Cool.
It turns a little 700 attack weenie into a 3k beater.
Yeah, turn a little stinky small butthole boy into... Oh, we just got DMC strike.
And then if I haven't used the effect, this going to grave gets to add back a thing.
Cool.
If I can grab it back, that's a 3,500 ninja that can attack directly. And it has another effect where if there's a field spell on field during battle phase, it is Raigeki.
That's kind of nice.
So especially against Kashtira.
Yeah, because they play a field, and their field's
I
crazy
can just
too.
make this clear. Especially, I would say this happens a lot with Book of Eclipse. If you play that.
So you can out the whole board.
I can out the whole board. Because that's another problem with Eclipse. It's just, if you do hit 3+ monsters, it's hard to clear everything.
Without letting them get draws. When I was playing the card today, I was only like hitting them for 1 or 2, and I was like, draw 2 cards. What are you going to do? I'm going to kill you.
If they draw an end phase, yeah. Extra deck side deck was pretty standard.
3 draw.
Roll was iffy today.
That card seems good against that Tyeryar Runic deck if they play into it.
The problem I have with that is I think I would rather just play Cyclone.
That's fair. That card goes crazy too. Hit the field spell, win the game.
Yeah. I think my one match, the only loss I had the Drolls.
Yeah, you didn't lose the match, just a game in it, right?
Just a game. I think if I had sided in Cyclones at first over the Drolls,
It would have been
had
better
it.
for you.
It was a weird game anyway. I just didn't draw anything.
Live and learn.
My hand was double Droll. It was one of the small ninjas, evenly Book of Moon. It's no combos whatsoever.
You weren't meant to win anyways.
Comes up against some matchups.
Rogue,
Not
Dark
sure
World
I'd
win the
keep it.
game.
Dark World, Dark World, it did win the match. So that is relevant. We also sided the Nibiru's. That was a switch from yesterday for the evenly matched. I think it worked out for the best. Especially with Labyrinth and Trap Tricks being more relevant evenly in main side these.
At a local level, I feel like you gotta just respect Trap Trick a lot because a lot of people are playing that
I
shit
think
now.
that deck's good in general.
Yeah, it is a good deck. I don't think it's tier 1 or anything, but
no.
it's $30, so a lot of people are gonna be on it.
What was the other thing? Cool interaction. Nibiru only tributes face up monsters.
Oh, so all your face down stay?
My face down stay.
Sometimes that could be bad though if you book their guys, right?
It can be, but if I book their guys, I don't care about them anyway.
Yeah, that's
They're
fair.
face down forever. The last few. So we had the scatter shot we already saw.
Yeah, for time.
I played a copy of Yellow Dragon Ninja. Some people like to play a copy of Ninjutsu Art of Transformation to summon out Apex Avian as a back row deck kind of thing.
But this, you don't have to play that extra Garnet.
I don't have to play that. I can summon this off of any of the traps realistically, or Mazen.
His name is Dragon Ninja. So you would think he's a dragon or a warrior, but he's a dino.
I think my favorite thing is that this is Hanzo, but this is Hanzo.
But he's a dino.
Like Overwatch.
Oh.
This guy just looks like Hanzo.
You can summon off a pill.
I can summon it off a pill. Evolution pill.
Wild. Holy.
it didn't come up today, but in a Trap Tricks or Labyrinth matchup, he sends 2 to pop 2 back row.
Yeah,
and he's
quick
a
effects,
ninja.
you do it there end phase
Yep.
and then on your standby.
He's
you
really
got
good in
2.
theory. I like him.
I like you.
And then the last 3, we got 3 Judgment, 1 a pointer.
Hell yeah, they're going for spice.
I didn't draw into any of them,
You don't need them.
but I wouldn't play without him.
That's fair, yeah.
This deck
Stops
is
opposing evenlies and
this
stuff.
deck is really bad against evenly matched, and then Lightning Storm and Cyclone can both make me eat it.
Yeah.
So these can both do it. A pointer I really like because it essentially does the same as Judgment, but I get to hand knowledge. So I get to know when
Everything,
I need to Geo
yeah.
anyway. Yep.
Anything else to say?
Not really. I don't think I really changed much. At least for the time being. I can't think of anything I'd rather play at least.
I feel you. Thank you for the deck profile.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Boom.